Good morning, all. Let more children join. Then we are going to start our class. Let's wait for 2, 3 more minutes. Be ready with English language. Punctuation we started. We are going to continue with that topic today also. Keep pencils also in your hand. All right, so let's start our today's class. All of you mute your mic and pay attention here. Let's start with punctuation. Yesterday, when we were studying this topic, we had read about what are punctuations, how they are used, when they are used in the sentences. So, first thing that we studied yesterday was capital letters. And we had read 7 points in capital letters that where and when capital letters are used. So, let's first warm up, revise. First point where capital letters are used is when we start a sentence. You remember we read this yesterday, we studied this yesterday. The first thing when we use capital letter is when we start a new sentence. Then where else capital letters are used? Capital letters are used in proper nouns, name of the people, name of the places, name of the buildings. Then third point, what we studied yesterday, capital letters are used where? Pronouns I, yes, pronoun I is always written in capital letter. We had done that also. Then what else we had studied yesterday? Then we had read that capital letters, very good. It is used when we write about any particular book, any particular magazine or film. It is also used for the days of the week and months of the year because specifically we are denoting something special. Then it is also used for the yearly festivals and national holidays. National holidays. All right. Yes, very good. Then it is also used for the names of the rivers, oceans, lakes, like the Dal Lake. Yes, very good. So now, names of festivals, also national holidays, also name of lakes, because whatever is proper noun, basically, when we are denoting something special, but mute your mic, children. Then we use capital letters. Now, before moving further, let's do one warm-up exercise. Let's do one warm up exercise. On page number 130, yesterday I gave you the PDF. Let's discuss that exercise. All right. Now, can you see the blackboard clearly, all of you? Is it clear? What is written? Can you read it? Yes? All right. So, we are going to discuss the exercise that is given on page number 130. Okay. Open page number 130. The warm-up exercise, it says, correct the errors in the use of punctuations and capital letters. Means few mistakes are given and we have to correct those mistakes and then rewrite the word. Which mistakes are there? Mistakes of punctuation marks and capital letters. So let's move on to the first point. What did he say? Saturday. Now, what is the mistake that is in this word? What is the mistake? Very good. Small. S is written in small letter. What we have to correct? We have to make S capital. Why? Because it is a day of a week. And when we denote any day of the week, we write it with capital letter. So how we are going to write? We are going to write S in capital. This is the clear? Okay. Second word is won't. W-O-N-T, won't. Now, can you see this word? Something is missing here. What is wrong here? Apostrophe here is missing. Here, apostrophe is missing. We have to write won't like this. Yes, not apostrophe S, not then the red fort. By reading the word, what is coming in your mind? Red Fort is what? It is historical building, very famous building. So, what is the mistake here? P is small, R is small, F is small. That is, but we use capital letters for proper nouns, names of the buildings, names of the places. So, what has to be in capital? P, R, so now we are going to write, we are going to write the red fort in capital letters. Clear? Alright. Next word. Next word is Diwali. Diwali. Beta, mute your mic. Tressa, mute your mic. Diwali. Now, Diwali is the name of a festival. Festival means we have to use the capital letter. Festival we use capital letter, yes or no? Yes. So which letter has to be capital? D. How we are going to write? Diwali. D. D will be capital. Yes. Now, next word. Miss Wilson. Miss Wilson. Now, what is the correction to be done here? Here is written with small. And we have to write in capital. So it's an abbreviation. We use small word, we use short form, we put a dot here. So Miss will W will be capital, M will be capital with a dot in between. Okay? Then come on to the next one. Spanish villa. Yes, so come on the next one. Spanish villa. Come with a mute your mic. Madhuri, mute your mic. Let me explain first. Come on with the next word that is Spanish villa. Here, what is the correction that we are looking for? What is wrong here? Missing is something. Yes. We all know that we use capital letters in, yes, in proper nouns, name of the places, name of the people, name of the building. So the S is written in small. We have to correct that and write Spanish villa. B is also written in small. So we have to correct that and write Spanish S in capital, villa B in capital. Getting it? Is it clear to everybody? What is the correction we are doing? We are doing the correction of capital letters. We are saying we are looking for where the capital letters are being used and how we have to do it. Now, next is Shakespeare's play. It is not coming here. Space from the okay. Look in the books. Shakespeare play. The next one is Shakespeare play. In that S is written small. And what is Shakespeare? Shakespeare is the name of a person, proper noun. So what has to be in capital? S of Shakespeare. There. S of Shakespeare has to be in capital letter. And Shakespeare's play. When I was explaining you this yesterday, I was telling where any possession, we have to show any possession of somebody, we use apostrophe S. What we use? Apostrophe S. This shows possession. Possession means some object, some place belongs to that person. Shakespeare's play means this play, the play that Shakespeare has written belongs to this person. So, two corrections we have done here. What are the two corrections? First, Shakespeare's S will be in capital. Second, we have to use apostrophe S here. Why? Because we are showing the possession of Shakespeare. Do these two corrections in your book and write the correct word. Repeating it. Now come on to the next word. Sun's ray. Now if you see in the book, double inverted commas are written in the sun's ray. Can anybody tell me what is the correction? What correction has to be done here? Shrivansh, you tell. What correction has to be done here? In the next word, sun's ray. Yes, Kshitij. We have to change this double inverted comma, single inverted comma, means single apostrophe. Here, sun's ray. Whose rays is there? Whose ray is there? When you are going to mute your mic, then only you will be able to hear me. Only that child will answer from whom I am going to ask. Okay? Rest of you mute your mic. Very good. Very obedient children you all are. Alright. Sun's ray means whose rays are there? Sun's ray. So we are showing the possession means apostrophe S will be there in sun. Not double inverted commas. We are not going to use double inverted commas here. We are going to use apostrophe S because we are showing possession. Clear? Alright. Now let's come back in the book. Look in the book. The last word that is Martha's home. Now here again, when we are talking about any person, personality, we are going to use capital letter and M is written in small. So what is the correction we have to do? First correction is you have to write M in capital. Yes. Okay, very good. I know you all know the answers, Peter, but I don't want any collective answers. Mute your mic. You all are very intelligent, very good children. Mute your mic. Yes. So Martha, M will be capital. And secondly, Martha's home means possession is showing. And when we are showing any possession, how we denote possession? Just now I told you in Shakespeare play and sun's rays. How we show possession? Very good. Ayush, you tell how we show. Ayush and Vidhi will tell one by one. How we show possession. What I explained just now. How we show. Vidhi? Yes, tell beta. Very good. We use apostrophe. We show possession by apostrophe S. So here the word is Martha's home. First of all, we have to write M in capital because it is the name of a person, proper noun. So it has to start with capital letter and then to show possession, we have to mark, we have to write apostrophe S. Martha's home. Clear? This warm-up exercise is clear to everybody? Alright. Let's move further now. So yesterday we had read 7 points related to capital letters. Now we are going to move further on 8th point for the names of geographical formations. Underline. Underline this line. Where capital letters are used in the names of geographical formation means mountains, valleys, lakes, anything which is denoted specifically for the nature, we use capital letter. Sun, the earth, the mountain. Now we are if we are using a word for mountain, Himalayas. So we are going to use the Himalayas and H will be capital. Why capital? Because it is denoting something specific which is one in number. It has to be in capital letters. All right. Then for names of geographical formations such as mountain ranges, mountains, example the Himalayas. This example you have to write. The line that is written, that line, underline it, and this example, one example. Come on to the next. For nationalities and nationalities at an adjective means nationality is you are Indian. If you say I am Indian, I am saying I am Indian. What is my nationality? I am Indian. Indian means I has to be capital. If the person is saying, I am Chinese, so that person is denoting the nationality. Nationality may be of any country, any place. So the nationality word always has to be start with a capital letter. If I say if I talk about any cuisine, like I say Chinese food, I like Italian food. So what word, which letter will be capital here in this sentence? Yes, very good. If I say I like Italian food, I like Italian food. So here I will be capital because we are starting a sentence. In the beginning of the sentence, first letter is always capital. And then Italian I also will be capital because it is denoting the nationality adjective. If I say we all like Chinese cuisine, we all like Chinese cuisine. So what words letters will be capital here? First will be W because we are starting a new sentence. Yes, then Chinese C and cuisine. Okay, so these are the words which will be in capital. So what we have understood? We have understood that when any word denotes the nationality or nationality adjectives, we use capital letter to denote it in a sentence. This much clear? All right. Then next is to begin every line of a poem. Now you must have noticed that when we read any poem, the poems are never written in a paragraph form. Poems are written in lines. Yes. And when we finish one line and start another line, we always use capital letter. Why? The basic reason behind it is that the line is new, the sentence is new. So in every line of the poem, the first letter is always capital. All right. So which example you will write here? The first example, if I were Lord of Tatri, myself and me alone, my bed should be of ivory, of beaten gold my home, my throne. So look at the first letter of every word in the book. The poem is written here of 4 lines. Look at the highlighted word that is given on the first line of each line. See, Huda, look in the book. First letter, first line is I, which is highlighted, capital. Second line, M capital. Third line, M capital. Fourth line, again, O is highlighted. Why? Because in poem, each line, when we start, we always begin the word with a capital letter. Alright, so this example you have to write all 4 lines because it is a poem of 4 lines. You have to show it with capital letter. Alright, wait. Yes, Ritisha. Obviously, Ritisha, I always send PDF. I am going to send you the PDF later. And please, I am going to give you time to ask questions when we finish explanation. All right? If you have any queries related to this lesson, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to ask your queries. All right? So now, let's revise what we had studied for capital letters till now. We have studied 10 points where we have to use capital letters. Let's quickly revise. First, where we use capital letters, capital letter is used in the beginning of a sentence. Very good. Second, capital letter is used for the names of a people, person, places. Very good. Then third, capital letter is used for magazines, names of the films. Then capital H letter is used for pronoun I. Whenever I we have to write, we always write in capital letter. Then it is used for the names of the mountains, rivers, lakes, nationality adjectives. Then for the days of the week, very good, days of the week and months of the year. Very good. Then it is used for geographical formations. It is used for, yes, national holidays also, festivals. When we talk about Diwali, Christmas, we use capital letter. And lastly, when we write any poem, every line starts with a capital letter. This much clear to everybody? And the all right. So from point eight, 8 till 7 we had done yesterday. 8, 9, and 10. These 3 points you have to write in your fair copies. Means underline the definition and write one example of each. Clear? Now, if you have any doubt, this much is clear that we had studied today. All points of capital letters clear. Now, if you have any doubt, please ask. Now, any query, any doubt which you have want to. Any query, Ritisha, Manvi, any other child? Yes, of course, you can highlight it with black pen, or if you have written with blue, then you can underline it also to show the highlighted, that show that this word is highlighted or capital. You can do that, right? Any other problem? Any other query? Anything which is not clear? All right, then complete this work, and now we are going to meet for our next class, social studies.